like, for example, social media, and your props to you for not doing it. You know, I just use Instagram. I don't use any of the other ones. A little bit of LinkedIn. I check it like once a week, but I don't really respond to anything. And LinkedIn's a little weird. But I had to install an app that blocks it during the workday, and it's actually awesome. It grays it out so you can't click on it. But part of me was like thinking, like, how ridiculous is it that someone like me that, you know, has done okay in life and has achieved a lot of things needs to pay $9.99 a month for an app that simply doesn't allow me to click on another app during the workday so I stay focused on my job? Like, you know what I mean? Like, has it come to that our systems have been overridden by these highly complex psychological machines that, you know what I mean, are now sitting in our hands that like someone that's, I would consider very strong-willed like myself, like even I have to, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because as we learn, you know, from the, you know, was it Mike Johnson, remember the psychology of the slot machines?
No, Michael Easter.
Yeah. Awesome episode. And, you know, he talked about how the modern day slot machine, you know, they have this giant lab in Nevada where it's a giant casino that's, you know, it's got cameras and sensors everywhere, but all these other companies that are not related to the gambling world have people embedded to watch human behavior, and they're having people with PhDs, and they're taking back to these social media platforms. So if you think about your Instagram feed, it's literally a slot machine, but in your hand. You got the left to right, you got stories up above, you got the scroll down, you have little icons, little noises, oh, I got a new notification. Who just liked my photo? Oh, I got a message. Ooh, who's that? You know what I mean? That reward mechanism of, oh, maybe this could be something really cool. 9 times out of 10, it's not, but that one, so that keeps you coming back and you're scrolling because you don't know what the next scroll will reveal. Maybe it'll be something really cool. Or, you know, see what I'm like, it is wild that people really freaking smart know what they're doing. And of course they have the, you know, time limit thing that, you know, they're acting like they don't want you to be on the platform all day. And I think a lot of those things they have built in now are for future litigation when they, you know, there's like a class action suit for $10 billion that can prove these were psychologically set up to get us addicted. So all those things we all click, yeah, never mind. And we override the little thing that says you've been on Instagram too much today. But I think that's something that I don't really think it's anyone's fault, because it's clearly tapping into human behavior. They're building a house next door right now. They demoed the house and they're building a brand new one. And all these construction guys, you know, they get there like 7 a.m. and I think they wait for the boss to show up. So they're all literally sitting out there on these pylons that were delivered. And I looked out there and there's 7 guys, got their work boots on, their hard hats. Guess what all 7 of them are doing? They're all looking down at their phone at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then there's 2 guys in trucks that are like the supervisors. When I drove by them when I was leaving, both of them were in their driver's seat, both looking down at their phone, right? That's not because those 9 guys are weak individuals or weak-minded. It's because the hooks are in them, like it is pretty much all of us. So I think that's the biggest thing we need to solve for. And I know we've talked about, it seems like the at least awareness is growing. Like, you know, there's now apps that can help it. And when we're talking about, okay, lock your phone up at night so you don't like distract from dinner. Like we're definitely fighting back, but I think that force is so powerful. And then at then the idea of like the constant, you know, what do they say? Comparison is the thief of joy or whatever. Like you talk about comparison, holy shit, social media. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, that guy's got a little bit better house, or, oh, you know, especially with girls, I think they get insecure about other girls that are like prettier, or, oh, you know, and especially raising a daughter now, like that terrifies me. Like when she's 15, if she has Instagram, like she's screwed. You know what I mean? Because of me at 37 am getting affected by it. Imagine what a 15-year-old girl going through development and all these mixed emotions. And, you know, so I just think that's something we need to keep an eye on. You know, obviously the AI is just wild. I just started diving into ChatGPT. I got the paid version, and holy shit, man, I just went to an AI class a couple of days ago because I realized like I have to get good at this, because if I don't, I will be a dinosaur. And just what I've learned in 2 days, just messing around with ChatGPT, it's like, you can't even wrap your head around how incredible this machine is, right? And so that's going to lead to a whole nother thing that we can't even foresee yet. And it's going to come, it's not like 10 years, it's gonna be like 2 years, because it's advancing so fast. So yeah, I just, you know, I think, we talk about just getting back to the basics, you know what I mean? And I think that taps into our innate, like, evolutionary biology, right? It's like when you exert yourself, like if you go out and do yard work, right? for 4 or 5 hours, 3 or 4 hours, and you don't have your phone, and you come in and you're like dirty and you're sweaty, you feel awesome. You know what I mean? Because that's tapping out into your evolutionary biology of how you were meant to be.
Yep.
You know, and so things like that, I just think, man, it's there's so much good with the advancement of technology and the modern comforts, but I'm seeing major issues. Like we've never lived in a more comfortable society than right now in this exact moment. Never had better medical technology, the comforts, all these, the interconnectedness. You fly anywhere you want in the world. You have air conditioning, all these things, and as a society, we've never been more unhappy. So what does that tell you? None of these things are actually supplying that happiness. It's got to go deeper.